to a level that you can understand where I'm coming from. Because the Bible is basic common sense. Thou should not kill, thou should not steal. We don't need to read holy books to understand what the outcome will be, brothers, if you do these things. They talk about peace. The white man always talks about peace day and night. But, he breaks all the commandments. I think he should. So the European Jews are right now battling Middle Eastern countries because people are trying to make it to that golden palace, they said, Solomon in Jerusalem. But Jerusalem is supposed to be where most of the black nations return to during the second coming of Christ, or the second coming of the Messiah, or the Christ, or the Christ-like. In Islam, they call him Isa Maryam. The Hebrews call him Yahshua HaMashiach. In the English call him Jehovah, they call him Jesus Christ. But the Jesus Christ is actually the black man who is trapped in the wilderness of North America. So Jesus Christ is the black man. The Virgin Mother Mary is the black woman. Lazarus, those are black people, but they were made up fictitious characters. Because the characters of Christ and Jesus and Abraham and Moses throughout the scriptures, these characters are nothing but great God representations of your black self. Into words. So when you're looking at the Bible, you're just looking at your grandparents. And you're looking at all the history of the gods that was before you. And now your job is to continue to be greater gods than what they were. Or be just as equal as them. Moses represents power. Christ represents power. But these are representations. They're not real characters. They're representations of yourself, black folks. That's why the major source of people's lives is morality and spirituality and culture. And even military warfare science has its place. As they say, there's a time for love, there's a time for hate, there's a time for praising, and there's a time for humbleness. But I just wanted to make a point, the same way the Christians.
I'm trying to find a better place to live weather-wise. I don't like hot weather. I don't like when it's excessively cold. I know I don't like excessively hot weather. I won't go outside. So, but I know the UK, I just learned by you this week, actually, earlier this week, that you guys really get over 80 degrees. Is that true?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to learn how to like these white people. I'm going to move to the UK.
Hey, listen, you wouldn't be liking the conditions we got right now because it's wild that currently it's like below zero, -2. We got snow maybe up to 10 inches in some places, higher in other places. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't. The -2 doesn't work me well. I was just talking last night on Fury that I can't muster being in conditions that where the winter is just too long. I mean, after January, I'm fine. Spring can begin. But I do like having winter. I'm not. I like the balance of cold and hot. So I'm not one of those people that just want straight warm weather all the time, or, which is why being deeper in the southern hemisphere wouldn't do me. So if I had it like that.
But sis, at least you still get a resemblance of sort of seasonal weather. Are you, 4 seasons? Over here, we're supposed to be in spring. And we're currently still within a winter pattern. A sub-Siberian weather front is constantly over the UK. So we only really experience autumn, winter, and spring. Sometimes, if we're lucky, we don't get no summer.
No summer at all.
Maybe
that's why the Europeans are so cold-hearted. Is that it? I don't classify black people who live in Europe as Europeans. So, I'm not talking about you, Mr. Ibrahim, but and Carbon or anyone. But let me wait a minute.
Talking about the pink folk.
Okay, I can hear you better. I had my volume down too low, and I talk over you. Were you trying to say something?
No, I was just saying it's the pink folk you're referring to, and it the mutants.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I don't like I said, I don't like severe hot weather, and neither do I like the severe cold. Spring and all of my favorite holidays. I do enjoy looking at snow. I love first snowfall. I do like the coziness of cold weather and the fireplace and like I said, the first snow and all of the beauty. It's the nature of it I like. I don't necessarily like. But for too long, I can't deal with it. And I was just wondering if that's one of the reasons why white folks are so cold, because they come from a very cold climate. I mean, mentally they're cold. So I never really looked into that or read on it or nothing. But you can, when you're...
It's a combination, sis. It's a combination, as I say, that does play a part. But as we well know, within the nature of these beings, they have a perpetuity for evil, for destruction, for mayhem, for anti-nature. So you throw all these little bits in cold weather, and that's what's going to heighten them up even more. You put them in a hotter climate, it's going to make them even more irritated. So, you can't win but lose when dealing with these beings.
Mm-hmm. Well, so what's going on with the gas prices there? I said that the gas was higher than giraffe ass, but it's higher than dinosaur ass, damn it. Oh,
when you talk about
extraterrestrial ass, it is very high there. So, can you tell us about that?
When you talk about gas, are you talking about what you put in the fuel for your vehicles, or are you talking about, like, for heating purposes, etc.?
No, I read an article. I'm going to find it and put it in the chat room. But I was going over some articles over the weekend, and I read one. I think it was posted for Wednesday or something. I forget, but as soon as I find it. It states that, let's see, y'all give me a second. I told y'all I ain't got my shit right. Okay, here we go. I posted it in UKNITE, so if someone beats me there, grab it, okay? I posted it in the event, below your picture and all that stuff, your poster. Okay. Yeah, I'm there. I'm sorry, I had to fix something. Okay, here we go. I did transfer the pounds into the U.S. dollar equivalency, but they claim that it's higher and it keeps going up. And I think they're talking about heating gas. So I didn't know if it had anything to do with the gas and the auto gas or the transportation gas.
They're based off two different principles of sorts in regards to costings, but it's the same for both entities. So in regards to like gas, fuel, heating houses and stuff, that's going up by like a third. On average, it's gone up a third every year. That's well above inflation. Average households are having to pay like £1,000 per month for heating and electricity, etc., which would probably equate to about $1,800 per month.
$1,800 for a gas bill?
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say pounds a month or dollars? U.S. dollars, that would be?
U.S. dollars, I'd say it would equate to about $1,800.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, man.
They don't have gas assistance programs that help people like they have in the United States? Because they call it energy assistance or something. And if you make a certain income, you can go down and bring your check stubs and all your family info and sign your life on the line, but they'll, you know, give you, they will offer some help.
Well,
I mean, here they do because we live in a very cold climate in the north. But you got to be at a certain income level.
They've got something like that over here, but there's no criteria for it. But basically, what you've got is your big energy providers, British Gas, Southern Electric, Scottish Power, and a few others. And then underneath that, you've got small subsidiaries who purchase in bulk gas prices, and they'll obviously sell it on to the consumer at lower cost. Now, you've got a company called Abico, and they're aligned with the government, and they produce, they're a non-profit organization, basically, so-called. And their prices are a lot cheaper than the top people who most people go to, i.e. British Gas and them. So there are ways of reducing your bill. It's not going to be by a lot. It's not going to be by a huge amount, but you still can make a saving. But it's still high. The price of living in the UK is very high.
Wow. Well, see, then sometimes you can understand, but see, that's where it comes shady to me, or unclear, rather, when it comes to racism, okay? They will set up boundaries where black people cannot get beyond a certain point, or so many black people can. And then you have the ones who do get beyond that point. They think everybody else black is a bunch of lazy bums. But, you know, they'll set us up basically a ceiling, as they do in economics. A price ceiling where, you know, we won't go beyond this point. That's what it seems to me. And then they will, how do I say this? And then at the same time, they're complaining about people who do get assistance and sort of things, or to help them with their daily life. Right. You see the lunacy of that.
Yes. Prideful.
Because a lot of our programs here have been cut in the United States to help poor people, but then yet they won't hire these same poor people for jobs. You know what I mean? Right.
Definitely.
Okay, they'll offer the programs for the women. You know what I'm saying? Women with children, you know, they can get this energy assistance. They can get low income housing, that sort of thing. But you got to have children. They'll offer it to men too. But these same women who are getting assistance and who are beneath what they have capped as a poverty line, they're dating these same men. Okay, the equivalent. The men that these women would date, they're not giving them jobs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, because I'm quite sure that, most of the women that I'm talking about, and I'm not dissing anyone, they're not dating doctors and lawyers, okay? You get what I'm saying? So these men that would be equivalent to them when you look at their socioeconomic background, they're giving them welfare benefits and complaining about the welfare benefits, and then not allowing their men to be breadwinners. So, I mean, we all talk about this, but we may say it in a different way. But it's just,
that's the greater
they're
plan,
lunatics, huh? Go ahead.
But that's the greater plan. As we well know, there's a specific plan. Well, there's more than a specific plan for us. Now, as mentioned, as a result of not being able to jump onto the employment ladder, what choices are left for said black males? Their only choice is to either curl up in a ball and die, which nobody is going to do that because it's all about self-preservation when we get down to the nuts and bolts of it, or it's to go out and do what is necessary to get money, to pay bills, and to do whatever is necessary. But in the meantime, we've got these people creating private, well, who have created a private prison system, and they're building prisons constantly, and they need people to obviously be inmates for this. So it's a system set up to perpetuate itself. So these men go into prison, you know, and make that money for that county, for that private industry.
Yeah, I heard, I read something, actually read it last week, that Louisiana has the highest black male or male period, the highest prison rate or prison population in all the planet.
Yep.
In small little old Louisiana. The highest prison population in all of the fucking planet. That's what they say. I don't know. I try not to follow white folks' stats, but they love to brag about keeping us down. They do. They'll hurry up and put that on the news or somewhere. Oh, look how many. You know, I don't even want to say the word, but you know how many N-words how many we got. It's a trophy when they put these type of articles in the newspaper. They're bragging.
Of course.
They're just like that picture that has gone around. I mean, I've been seeing it for 3 years now.
Round and round, round and round, yeah, it goes round and round, it goes round and round, same shit going down, round and round, it goes round and round, same shit going down, let's round and round. Let's travel way back to when they used to say jack, rock silk slacks and roll the Villax, just cruise off reefer Lil Yak. Lil Marvin the Owl on the 8-track. Hustlers rise and fall and trade what they called them early 70s. Yeah, he was born in. Pops never saw him, gone before he was crawling from the 70s. 17 and couldn't afford him now. As a youngster, Lil Dre was a problem. Family don't want him, so the streets adopt him. Imagine how the day spent, gravel and pavement, pushing ounces of great shit up out of that basement. He doing time, he gone. He do his time, he home. Chopping diamond stones, same color as styrofoam, and he vowed he never die alone. So he copped the 4-5 chrome, stash him in the pot of broom. He spent his time alone, you know the hustle tough, till he met the one, maybe it was love or lust, or just a crush, or just he helped him adjust, gave him something to touch, gave him something to trust. Plus, baby, do a couple of months and know what bucks, man, the funk so tough. But first time that he cried out of joy, first time he created, most times he destroyed. On the grind he annoyed, over beef he stealth, over beef got hit up, he in need of help. Trickle down to the seeds, the knowledge itself, or watch history repeat itself. It's the cycle. Round and round, round and round, yeah, it goes round and round, yeah, it goes round and round, same shit going down, round and round, it goes round and round, same shit going down, let's round. Now here's a kid from around the way, he in his early days, 88 the year he born, mama live on 7 Trey, moms call him Lil Dre, up the block night and day, throwing rocks and whatnot, you know how youngins play. His pops never got a chance to be a rolling stone, never known, never home, was killed before he was born, troubled child, in and out of group homes, this nigga's wild, old folks that say he had a familiar style, of another soul back a generation with similar face features, with the same infatuations, it was money in the midst of poverty. What was odd to me, he had the knowledge for school, would abuse it on robberies, waste of a prodigy, never thought logically, moms can't control him, can't replace what a father be, the inner city odyssey, same journey, wrong path, same corner, wrong abs, chasing after long cash, he's 16 with a youngin' on the way, another motivation for money, and school ain't the way, and he in his hustler mode, so it's money to be made, plus he got his corner sold, it's getting deeper by the day, the more he try to do right, the more the shit go bad. bad. The more he try to play it safe, the more the shit hit the fan. More beef in the streets, same goes to the past. Shot on E14, died just like his dad. It goes round and round, same shit going down. Round and round, it goes round and round, same shit going down. Let's round and round.
You see, his father was born to an era where a plan was in place to destroy black power and create black cowards who would push white flour. Not just selling blow, but selling our souls. Not too many roads out the ghetto, so hustling was the path that he chose. Even when he awake, his eyes was closed, till he met a real sister down for him, cause she already know that after his hard shell, there's a good dude inside of it. And she understand his pain, cause they both came from the same environment. Now her stomach getting round cause they child growing inside of it. He wanna forget about the game, but the streets keep reminding him. Separate himself from certain individuals, but he can feel them eyeing him. And he know that they eyeing him cause they feel like he went soft and he denying them. But he still got love for him, he just can't ride with him. They don't understand, boss. On the real, they feel like he went soft. Roll up on him late night and let 11 rounds off. Blasted. His girl can't believe she picking out his casket. 1 month later, she give birth to her son, he born a bastard. And oh, what a hazard. No father to follow after, caught up in a cycle, headed for disaster. He was born in 88. By 98, he full of hate. Out on his own, independent. His mom's a victim of the crack epidemic created by the state. To get what he need, he'll do whatever it take. Figure he gotta do it. Lost, he ain't trying to go to school, he trying to go stupid. Hard to tell against who ain't never had nothing to want something. So he was writing his own script, till they filled his peacoat with hollow tips. Just like his pops, he died prematurely, chasing cars and jewelry. Cause the hood is like a plantation. Can't you see the hood is like a plantation? Cycle of miseducation and robbery, cycle of poverty, cycle of us killing us. The cycle is continuous, guns bust loud, but death is silent. The cycle of violence. Be strong, y'all. 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 Be strong, y'all.